So I will start with showing you Sovelia Configurator. The user interface will be available through a web browser. The sales team can thus get support wherever they are. And with support, I mean a fast and reliable sales process, either it's quote or lead. For example, the customer can see one's product be configured immediately through the 3D viewer. Sovelia Configurator can be connected to PLM, so up-to-date prices and product intelligence, but also standalone. Sovelia Configurator will also support design automation, which eliminates a gap between sales and order design. With other words, customer needs will be transformed into an engineering boom. So customer requirements or needs or wishes will be transformed into a sales boom that will be transformed into an engineering boom. So you will eliminate all those gaps. Let's start at the homepage for the Liftas demo. It's the page you see in front of you. You can see two products on the homepage, but Sovelia Configurator could have several product configurators, but it's not included in this demo. The Sovelia Configurator has multilingual support. Okay, so let's go and configure a product. In front of you right now, you see the 3D viewer. The 3D viewer allows the user to rotate, zoom and zoom out on the product, and it's also updated according to your configuration. This demo is created to support two flows, two order flows. One is an ATO that includes standard parts that you put together to customize a product without creating new items. So existing items assembled together to fit the customer needs. And the other order flow is an ETO, where the customer are allowed to do some customization. For example, in this demo, they can change the width to the exact millimeter they need it to be. So here on your right hand side, we can start with the size. We have 3 sizes available. The one you see in front of you is a small. If I change to medium, you saw it updated. And then we also have a large one. So if you just go with one of these 3, you will go with an ATO. But we will go with an ETO, so we will do a customization of the width. So we want the large one, and the large one has a length of 1200 millimeters and a width of 1000 millimeters. But we need a width of 755. So the 3D view will not be updated to this custom width, but the request to the engineers in the end will show the custom width. Hope you follow me there. Okay, so we also know that the customer wants a height of 1250. So let's zoom out so you see it. And that was inside of the possible range with only 2 arms. But just for show, I will switch to 3 arms, and you can see that it's possible to go up to over 2 meters. but it's cheaper to go with 2 arms. So let's go with the 2 arms. We also know that we need the larger wheels and brakes on all of them. So we will choose the 130 millimeter height wheel with locks on all of them. So if we just rotate, you can see this red is updated. So if I choose this one, it removes the one in the front. We want locks on all 4 wheels. And we also know that we want a custom color that's orange. You can also see down here below that the name of the product is updated according to the options. For example, the width. If we then go into the drive of this table lift, we know that we want a battery, not a power sock. But we also want 3000 watt. But there's a rule that says we are not allowed. So we only can choose 1500 watts. So let's go with that one. We want a normal, and we know that the load is going to be 750 kilos, and then allows a speed of 0.157 meter per second on the max payload. So we will also add an extra request regarding the battery. Battery required possible Before we move forward, I just want to mention this price and cost. As you may saw before, the price and cost updated according to your options or the settings. Of course, it's possible to only show cost, only show price, or neither. But for this demo, we just showed you that you can use both of them, and they are collected from Sovelia PLM. So when the price is updated in Sovelia, it's also updated in this configuration. So one last thing. It's also possible to add some plugins. You can add a fence or a rubber mat, or also add additional assemblies on top, if that would be a request, for example. We will choose a fence. So there we have it. A fence is included, and you saw the cost and the price is updated. Okay, now we are ready. So it's saved, and let's edit this. So we want to just add a customer, Pakas, that's the customer, and we also want to add a new ETO from Pakas. So let's save this one. Now you can choose to only generate a Word document to create the offer, but we can also send it to PLM. I will just quickly show you the offer. It's down here. The product offer is updated based on the configuration and the settings made there. So for example, you can see that the company name is included. On the left hand side, you can see that the product name and the order process is updated according to the configuration together with the price. And on the right hand side, you can see that all the settings, the configured product is there. The customized width, the protective fence, the locked wheels, the battery, height request, capacity load, and color. So the customer can easily see that their options are managed. And also it's included an image of the product. Additional extra text or explanations can be included for an ETO. That means that there are comments about the price. Price is just an estimate. For example, we need to do development and calculations before we can set the price. And also the customer can see that it has the other request about the battery is included inside the offer. So all the information is there and the customer can feel secure that the order is going to be correct. Okay, let's send this to PLM then. The product offer is now sent to Sovelia PLM. In front of you, you have the web browser for Sovelia PLM. We will start with looking at the offer. So let's just search for new offers like this. On the top here, you can see the offer just created and sent to this location. Included in this offer, you have the document that show the complete offer, but also a line for the product itself. If we would have done a multi-line order, which is possible, you would see more products below the offer. So let's see if we have one of those. For example, there was only one as well. Here, one. Here, you can see that we have one new product called 91 in the end, and one is called 89. This one, 89, is a standard order, and this is a custom. You can see this on the status. This is just ordered, and this is ordered but already approved, so it went directly to production. Let's go up to our new order. So this is the view for the order and offer for itself, but we will move on to complete the design automation. So we will look at engineering assignments instead. So let's see if we have one. On the top here you can see one in design assignment, and inside this design assignment is only one product. So let's go to this one. Here you can see the request from the customers. It's a custom width of 755 millimeters and the battery is required, but they are wondering if it's possible to have a battery of 3000 watt. So that's the design assignment. So let's go down here and gather the state file. The state file is the configuration. Let's pick that one and download it. And now we are ready to move on into the design assignment. Let's start with set up a folder in Vault. I'm just reusing the design assignment number. And inside this file, we'll just add this new state file. Tagged on design automation is used for the design automation model. Tacton is world leader in sales and product configuration. It started as a research project in artificial intelligence, and it's been a product since 2000. Tacton Design Automation are their tool that it's embedded in Autodesk Inventor. The tool is primarily for engineers and the technical sales support. The benefits with Tacton Design Automation is that it's easy to use, easy to implement, and easy to maintain. This means that you will actually keep the model updated and it will be validated. Of course, the reason behind these benefits are many, but I would say that the separation of rules, constraints, and the product data, the product intelligence, are key to this success. Keeping these two separated and using the intelligent solve engine to actually find the solutions and present it for the users are the biggest reason behind all of the benefits. In the Liftos demo, we show the link between sales automation with Sovelia Configurator through PLM, Sovelia PLM, and to design automation with design automation Tacton. But before I show you the link, who is the state file we just downloaded, I will show you that the design automation model can stand alone. In front of you, you have the standard user interface called Engineer. It's on the left-hand side. In this user interface, you can see several type of options. You can add free text in these kind of boxes. You can choose between different kind of options, or you can slide to set a number, for example. But you can also, if we go down and look at additional options, you can choose between different options with an image, yes or no, and drop downs. So for the moment, every option is possible. But if we make one setting. So for example, we will choose standard size, a medium. I'll just hide this description so we see better. You can see that some options turned yellow. And this is the way Tacton works. When you make a decision, Tacton tells you what kind of limitation you have set. So for example, when we set the medium size, we can only go up to the height of 1577. And if you look at the custom bit down here, we have both the length and width, and we choose the standard, then only these two, 1800, are optional. But if we change our mind, we can always just pick one of these. For example, oh, I changed my mind. I want it to be 1200. Then Tacton tells me you can change to a custom, for example, or you can change to a large table lift. And if I push the screen check, I will tell them, okay, change my setting. So that's how the user interface is displayed for the user. So you can see how your options affect other options. So let's place the needed height quite high. And then you can see that it added another level of arms, for example. And down here for the engine, we could make a decision that we do not want a battery. And then if we look through the options for the engine type, we can see that all the batteries are yellow. So that's how the user interface works. Now I will show you how to load a configuration state. You load a configuration state by pushing the button Load Configuration State. And in the folder we set up in Vault, we will find our configuration state. So let's load it and see what happens to the model. As you see, it updates the 3D model in real time. So this is exactly how fast it gets. And as you see, all our options are there. But just to remind us, let's check the comment for the customer as well. And there you see that they had a request regarding the battery and 3000 watt. So let's go down to the engine options and see if it's possible. So the battery is locked. And here you can see that the 3000 watt is green. Which means, as I already told you, that it's optional without changing any settings from before. And with this, we just wanted to show you that it's possible to have two different kind of rules or limitations within the sales automation and the design automation. So I will set it at 3000 watt. according to the customer request. And let's just look at the other kind of settings. For example, we wanted to keep the fixed buttons. We wanted the high wheels with stop on all wheels. We wanted a fence. We wanted a double, not a triple. Remember, it was more expensive. The custom width of 755 is there from the beginning. And also the height. So now we should just set the project number, and I'm just reusing the design assignment. Perfect. Now everything in the user interface is updated according to the requirements. Then we should just save a new state file. And I'm just reusing the previous state file, but changing the version number. The state file is saved. So now we can move on to exporting other kind of files. For example, you can include templates regarding bill of material, quotation, a product report, distribution message, and so on. In this demo, we only have a bill of material and a quotation. Now these two are saved and generated. Next thing is to export native CAD files, but also other kind of files such as 2D PDFs, 3D PDFs, step file, etc. In this export browser you see in front of you, you can see that some boxes are checked, and only these are going to be generated. And those are the ones that are custom, with other words, are new parts. You can also see down here that you will get new drawings. In the upper right corner, you can set the path. Now the path is already set to the correct folder, but otherwise you can choose a new one through the browser, or just change the number if you know the exact position. So let's export. The export manager will now save the new custom parts and update the file name, the part name, and the placement. So it's more or less save as. You may also see that it's updating the part list according to the correct boom. And during these exports, also removing every suppressed part, for example, and creating new reference inside the top assembly, and of course all the sub-assemblies as well. As soon as the export manager are ready, I will open the new table lift being created with the prefix of 4406 and show you that it's updated. So let's go to the folder, open this new assembly. And as you see, this is the new product. And if you look at the properties, you can also see that this is a new name, the new location, and new part number. And also in a sub-assembly, let's go some levels down, you can see the same kind of pattern. So the file name is updated, the path is updated, and also the part number is updated. So all the reference are updated and all the suppressed parts are removed. So the product has a correct boom. Thank you for watching this demo of Sovelia Configurator, Sovelia PLM, Autodesk Vault, Autodesk Inventor, and Tactile Design Automation. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate. Contact me or any other at Symmetry. Hope to hear from you.